And that's something that most people don't get when they first invest in crypto.
How big is the opportunity in the altcoin space?
The opportunity is huge, but the risk is also huge. Everyone comes into Bitcoin. Then what they do is they look back and they look at all the people that bought Bitcoin at $100 and $5 and $10, and they go, wow, look how much money they made and look how easily they made the money. And this is my opportunity to get life-changing returns. But I'm not going to make the life-changing returns in Bitcoin. So then we go to Ethereum and we say, okay, well, you know what? Ethereum's the next one. But then you look at Ethereum and you go, Ethereum's also growing too slowly for me. And then you start moving down, looking. And I think essentially what people are looking for is they're looking to make the same life-changing returns that the early investors in Bitcoin made. And there will be one or two altcoins probably that emerge as networks. And when those networks emerge, you may actually get into another Bitcoin. But the risks are very, 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 very high. And I think that's what most people don't understand. So they come here and they try and play altcoins, and they think that they join usually in bull markets and they'll end up making a lot of money in the beginning. And then they think that they're geniuses because they think that wow, I'm so good at this. Like, I can make so much money. Like, look, I put $100 into it and my $100 is $300. And then they put more money into it. And then they put more money into it. And some people even mortgage their houses and their cars. And the problem is that then the market crashes and then everything gets wiped out. And that's unfortunately how the cycle goes. I'm very, very, very skeptical of retail investors playing in altcoins because they do it for the wrong reasons and without understanding. And if you want to get quite philosophical about altcoins, I don't know how many people will actually understand this, but it's probably the biggest shoe that ever dropped for me was when I actually understood how risky crypto investing actually is. I'll share it with you because I think you'll understand it, and maybe some people in the audience will also understand it. So people equate crypto investing to high return venture investing. Okay, so like when you invest in crypto, you kind of think to yourself, hey, I'm a VC. I'm like the VCs. I'm now investing in these early stage companies, and I'm going to make returns when the companies grow big. What they don't understand is that when you invest in a company, you invest in a management team, you're investing in a bunch of people. And when you invest in a bunch of people, you trust that they can change course and direction if market conditions change along the way. So like you invest in a company that's, for example, starting a chat app, and something goes wrong in the market and they realize that the chat apps are too saturated. They pivot their chat app to become a social media site, and that kind of works. And because you back the right team, they could pivot, right? That's what VC investing is all about. And that's why it's so important to invest in the right people. When you invest in a crypto protocol, it's an all or nothing bet. So let's just take like Ethereum, or let's say Cardano, or whatever the protocol is. If you back a team building a proof of stake blockchain, and that is what the team is going to build, and there's no pivoting, you can't then pivot that into a social media app or into a exchange, because it's like playing roulette and putting your money onto one number, and you can't change while the roulette's spinning. Like, that's it. And typically what seems like a good idea today isn't the best idea in 2 years. And unlike investing in a company where the team can pivot and use the remaining funds to do something else, generally when you invest in a crypto project, you're investing in a one protocol, one direction. And that makes investing in altcoins and crypto protocols much riskier than investing in companies. You have one roll of the dice in one vertical. And if you take a wrong bet, then there's no pivoting. The team ain't going to do a 360 or 180 and do something else, because that's not how crypto works. When you understand that, you understand that crypto investing is exponentially more risky than venture investing. And that's something that most people don't get when they first invest in crypto.